Guys, it's time! Skibidi Toilet 67 Part 4 just released! And honestly, I'm pretty surprised. I didn't know they were gonna make a Part 4 of this. Like, didn't everything already happen in Part 3? Okay, let's rewatch Part 3 before Part 4 just to refresh our memories. So at the start, it recaps Part 2 where G-Man comes out, fires the P-lasers and Titan Cameraman, and then they take his lens, give birth to a TV out of nowhere, and make him actually try to cut his own head off. Like, how sad is that? We all thought he was gonna die, and then Titan Speaker Man comes and saves him. Or does he? No! He just rips his arm off, and then he starts punching himself in the head. And then finally, fart cloud time! After this, I forgot about that. He beats him up a little, okay. The cameraman really tried his best. He literally didn't even scratch it. That's gotta be a strong screen. Oh, never mind. Fart cloud time! Upgraded Titan Cinema Man. Wait, he's saying something. I didn't notice that last time. I never reversed what he said to understand it. And he brings out the Spider-Man arms. And this guy's got a massive sword that literally destroys everything. Like, where did they get that? What is it made of? This got like electricity. He just bullies the scientist so much. Yeah, until he does that. So, that's pretty romantic. And then he does this. Giant laser to the face! That was the face. It's completely hollow for some reason. I didn't know the inside of his head was empty. That makes a lot of sense. He doesn't think very much. Don't do that face to me! Forget about that stupid uwu face. And that was it. That was the end of Part 3. But I didn't know they were gonna make another part. What could they possibly do? I'm gonna guess that the Speaker Man's gonna stand up. I don't know about the Cameraman. He's gotta be really damaged at this point, right? What if they both stand up? Like nothing ever happened. That'd be pretty epic. But what is the Titan Cinema Man gonna do? Wait, G-Man! He ran away before. He like used the rocket launcher to just leave in the middle of the fight. What if he comes back and then they have another battle with all three of them? Okay, you know what? I have no idea. Let's just watch it. I need to see. I can't wait any longer. Okay, so it's a recap. It looks kind of different though. Okay, they're both okay! Yo, they're back! I mean, half of him's back. He lost an arm and an eye. Oh wait, he gave it back. What? Why is he saying no? What? What? No, they're all G-Man! What? There's 3 of them! Look how many P-lasers that one has! Look, even his head is disappointed. What? Wait, did he just leave? Then my guy just left? They're leaving. Why are they leaving? Where are they going? Okay, who is that? Is that the secret agent? And isn't that the scientist said? They have clothes? What? And where's he running? Oh. Okay, why is this cameraman just risking everything? What's going on? What? Wait, they're all coming in. Yo! They're invading their base! No. Thank you for not killing them for once. Oh. Never mind. That's awkward. The plunger! He's still alive! Yes! How has he survived this long? This guy's like stronger than a Titan at this point. Okay, pick up the rocket launcher. What does that say? Yo, I can't read that. That's not it. That's not it! What? How could that be it? No! Okay, let's check the comments and see what other people think. My career was saved by this series. What? The fact that the large speaker man sacrificed his life for the plunger cameraman. Mad respect for him, R.I.P., right? All for the plunger, cameraman. This series saved my marriage. Can I ask how? How did toilets save your marriage? You know what? I respect it. Everyone's just commenting about the large speaker man. I can only think of one thing. How epic. If Defuk is even thinking about ending the series, I think the ideal would be episode 77. It is common knowledge that the episodes that end in 7 are the ones which are the most important, shocking, surprising, and or things happen. Or determinants? So what could happen in a remote, distant, hypothetical episode 77? Will Defuk finally bring us to both Trinities, female and Titanic? Did I miss a few episodes? What Titanic? Only he knows what direction Skibidi Toilet will take. Don't listen to me, I'm just a distant observer, no green R's, no interventions. 07V09. Is this secretly the secret agent? Is this guy, who are you? Who are you? Who do you think you are? This series still has a lot of views. Unbelievable. Okay, nobody seems to notice what this means. Nobody seemed to notice this, so, I think I gotta consult with an expert. Elite Cameraman. This guy's like the best at analyzing these episodes. He picks up on everything.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Elite Cameraman here.
Yes.
Episode 67, Part 4 finally came out after a whole week of waiting, and it was crazy.
It was
People were
crazy.
asking what could happen in Part 4 since everything already happened in Part 3.
That's what
but
I
I mentioned
said.
in my last video that there was no conclusion and
Yeah.
a tease for what's to come, and it seems like we really got some huge reveals and we're
We
teased
did.
on what's awaiting us.
Right?
There really is so much to talk about, and I don't know where to start. The secret agent
Really?
actually directly interacted with the POV
Yeah, that was
cameraman
the
for
secret
the first
agent.
time. And I need to remind you that if we combine all parts for episode 67, it turns out to be around 6 minutes. Defuk will most likely upload the full episode 67 tomorrow, and I'll analyze it if there are any changes to it.
Yo, does he do
This
that?
also was the
Does
longest
he normally
time we
change
stayed on
things
just
when he
one
combines
POV
them?
cameraman, and maybe we might get to see the same POV in episode 68 as well, which would be a first.
68?
This episode started right at the end of episode 67, part 3, where the upgraded Titan TV man lasered scientist toilet's head, but
Yeah.
it looks like that wasn't the main body of the scientist toilet. As
It
everyone guessed.
wasn't! That's what I was saying!
Titan TV man said something different compared to the
What?
original episode.
He
But
spoke?
here it was reverted back to the
I
original.
didn't even
once
notice
more.
that.
And while the Titans are
did
getting
he
up,
say?
he says, "That's all."
That's
just
all.
like he did in the original episode 67, part 3.
How did I not even...
The main difference in
What?
this scene
I
was
didn't
the
even know
Titans
that.
getting up. And this really did surprise me because I didn't think injured Titan cameraman had any energy left. at this
Right?
point.
That's what I said.
But there was another subtle change that many might not have noticed. In the original part 3, Titan TV man's core doesn't move. But here we can clearly see it changing its shape.
How do you
and
notice
the
that?
POV cameraman doesn't zoom into his face.
What?
Right after this, upgraded Titan TV man gives a new lens protector to injured Titan cameraman.
Yeah, that's what
I
it
think
is.
they might have been watching the POV cameraman
Where
back
did he
at the
pull
TV
that out of?
man base, and maybe before leaving the scientist TV man cooked up a new lens as fast as possible. Because otherwise, why would he carry a lens protector with him?
Right.
Unless he pulled it out from inside
I
the
don't think they have
scientist's toilet when he
pockets.
stabbed him in the head.
No, I don't think.
After
I don't
this
think that's
scene,
the
we
same
get the
lens.
first interaction between Titan TV man and
That'd be
Titan
nasty.
Speaker man
We-
after
the
episode
guy basically
47.
ate it.
And we all know the events that transpired in that episode.
No.
Titan Speaker Man actually waves at Titan TV Man, and it seems like he is more friendly towards him because he may be scared of him after he stabbed him in the face, even
Wait.
though he was infected at the time. Titan
think
TV
he's
Man
scared?
truly is our king at this point. Titan TV Man looks at Titan Speaker Man and says, "No stabbing," in reverse while waving his finger.
Really?
This really did give
I
me a
didn't-
giggle when I first
I
heard
didn't
it.
know that.
Here you go, listen to it yourself.
No stabbing.
In this scene, we also get a better look at his upgrades because we get a side view.
Oh, yeah,
First
we
of all,
do.
it seems like the TV screens on his arms can turn 270 degrees, and they may actually be useful while fighting more than one of them.
Okay, they can turn 270 degrees. How did you notice that? Excuse me. Do you have access to the 3D version of this video? How did you? What? You know what? I believe it. Elite Cameraman knows everything.
And they may actually be useful while fighting more than one opponent. If you remember episode 47, he was ganged up on and struggled a lot.
Oh, that's
These
what he
two
used to look
screens on his
like.
arms may be moving separately from everything else.
Yo, he really
and
got
their real
upgraded.
use is most likely for defense purposes. We also can see that he has more protection on his monitor now, even though he probably doesn't need it anymore.
He has like 7
I'm sure
screen
that
protectors.
the scientist TV man made a monitor that won't be broken easily this time. We also get to see his new jetpacks a little, and it looks like they have some purple accent to it, just like everything else on his body.
Yeah, he's stylish.
Right after this, a huge explosion noise can be heard, and the POV cameraman suddenly looks right to see one of the craziest scenes we've ever seen in this series.
Wait.
I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea what I'll put in today's thumbnail yet, because there were so many crazy things.
Right?
In this scene, we saw
There's
3
so much
G-Man
stuff.
toilet clones, or robots, or imposters, or maybe even the real one.
Don't say imposters. I never want to hear that word again.
Saw 3 G-Man toilet clones, or robots, or imposters,
They're
or
clones.
maybe even the real one.
They gotta be, right?
I have no idea at this point.
Or is one of them real?
Maybe the theory that was going around that there were multiple G-Man from the beginning was true.
No.
But I don't think we'll get an answer
There's
to that in the
no
near
way.
future. One thing that looked different about these 3 G-Man toilets were the faces. The G-Man toilet we know has been beaten so many times that his whole face is cracking, and he looks
That's
old at
true.
this point, but these 3 look completely normal, and the version of G-Man toilet when he was first introduced.
What if G-Man gave birth to them? Listen, hear me out. He's a toilet, okay? Do toilets give birth? Maybe. What if G-Man gave birth to these? What are these kids?
They also talk and smile a lot more weirdly compared to the original G-Man toilet we know.
Yo, this is a flashback.
So I think none of these G-Man toilets are the original, and they may have been actually produced after the clone we saw in episode 65.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe Scientist Toilet deemed that experiment to be a success.
Right.
And started creating a G-Man toilet army, and this is just the beginning.
Okay, that
There
would
are
actually,
so many
that would
possibilities,
suck.
but one thing is
An
for sure.
army of these guys?
Upgraded Titan TV Man was so ready to fight all of them alone. Because in the next scene, Blood literally whips out his blade without any care and rushes into the battlefield. This Blood is the definition of a protagonist. His blade literally glitches out the camera when it's
What a
near it.
Chad.
The power levelers must be going crazy.
Yeah, glitches
because
the
there
camera.
is literally
Get it?
no one that can stand in
That's
his way
me.
right now. We also see him
Yo,
make
that
different
blade is
faces
so
on all his
OP.
monitors right before he
Oh wait, he does. Yes, a bunch of different faces. This TV is happy. This one's like not again. I don't know what that one is. That's the new woo. Okay, thank you.
The first G-Man toilet clone we see is
He's
the
got the P
closest one to
lasers.
the original. The next G-Man toilet clone we see is a plain toilet, and it seems like he has 4 rocket launchers that can shoot 4 rockets each.
Yeah, that's a lot of
this
rockets.
probably is the least strong among this goofy
Least
trio
strong?
because he will most likely run out of rockets pretty fast
Oh, I
unless he has
guess.
a way of sourcing them.
I guess.
The next G-Man toilet clone we see is
He's
a
got
Claw
the-
G-Man toilet.
Yeah, he's got
This
those.
kind of seems like Scientist
those
Toilet has
razor
been
blades.
trying to upgrade different toilets into G-Man toilets, and we might even get to see
Yeah, he's
something like a
testing them all out.
UFO G-Man toilet or Mutant G-Man toilet. After seeing upgraded Titan TV Man, injured Titan Speakerman shrugs at the injured Titan Cameraman
Yeah, he just
and starts
shrugged.
going into the battlefield as well, even though he is still damaged. And it's
Yo,
the
he
same
shouldn't
case
go.
for Titan Cameraman, but he seems to be a lot more hurt and is walking very slowly and seems
Yeah, he
kind of
is.
sad and tired.
How did you notice that?
This was the moment this episode really started, because while Titan Cameraman was heading into the battlefield, the POV cameraman's camera started glitching slowly, and we got our first interaction with the secret agent.
Yo.
He slowly turns to the camera
He
while
looks so
saying,
cool.
"Look at your left." And
What?
it also writes, "Look at your left," on the
What?
screen as well.
Wait, it does.
Here you go. Listen to it yourself.
I didn't notice that.
This was a crazy
Okay,
moment in the series.
He did not just say, look at your left. I don't, you're making that up, okay? But the text says it. It says, look at your left, see? Look to the left. Why is he saying look to the left? Did the cameraman do that?
This was a crazy moment in the series because we actually heard him. He also had a small smile when he showed up. I feel like we might get to see him actually talk to some of the Alliance members face to face in the near future.
Is he the only human in this whole toilet universe? I mean, obviously he's gonna be helping the Titans. Think about it. He needs to use a toilet, and now they've all turned into these stupid Skibidi toilets. If he helps the cameraman, he gets his toilet back. It makes sense.
Someone else, because the second the POV cameraman turns to his left, we see the scientist toilet's actual body. And it
What?
seems like he was controlling the big body from the inside.
What?
Maybe it's the same with G-Man toilet as well, because we know he used...
That's his actual body! I was like, when I saw it, I was like, hold on, that's the same head. But that's the controller? Are you kidding me? So they didn't even beat him? We're gonna have like another 50 parts to this episode. This guy's never gonna die.
to be smaller. The scientist toilet actually looks mad here, and is actually surprised when he sees the POV cameraman looking at him, and literally starts using his laser the
Right.
second he sees us. It's clear that this is his real body.
Yo!
Otherwise, he probably wouldn't have been this scared enough to shoot a large cameraman the second he saw him.
Right?
This is the reason why I said Scientist Toilet wasn't scared enough in the last episode.
Yo,
Here he actually
he
seems to think
escapes
that he is in
too.
danger. And the second POV cameraman pulls out the rocket launchers, blood dips inside the bunker, and the POV cameraman starts following him.
Blood dips.
While on the way, we can see the injured large speaker man from episode 63. He really is the true form of Giga Chad because of the actions he took in both episode 63 and episode 67 part
they actually
4.
got into the bunker.
I can assure you that he'll never be forgotten. But we'll get to him
So
later
they might
in the
actually
video.
get the scientist.
Right when we are trying to go
The
in,
real
we can see
scientist.
that the box on the left sparks once again, just like it did in episode 67.
How do you
part
notice
1.
that?
And I mentioned that it might have been tempered by the secret agent. We somehow make it inside at the last second, but after we get up and look behind, we see the Sigma large speaker man holding the door with all his strength so that the agents can get inside. And it seems like Dark Speaker Man is also here with the Alliance. We can also see the injured plunger cameraman running, but that's not the main detail in this scene.
Yes,
if you
it
look
is.
at the left side, the
Stop.
passcode part for this door has been tampered with, and there is a weird green glow. I think we all know what this means.
No,
and
what
as
does it
I said
mean?
in my earlier analysis videos, it seems like the secret agent tempered with this door in some way for the Alliance to get inside.
Oh, it's the
There's
green
also
glow.
the speaker man on the left, and he seems like he has a special weapon compared to all the other speakers.
Yo, and I just noticed you can see the G-Man fighting with the lasers. I didn't notice that last time.
As you guys know, normally speaker men use knives, but this speaker man on the left seems like he has a bat with spikes or metals attached to it.
Okay.
Is this a new candidate for becoming a special agent, or will he die in the upcoming episode?
Probably die.
While the injured large speaker
it's
man
not-
is
it's not
holding
glowing
the
anymore.
door, we can also see the multi-laser G-Man toilet shooting his lasers. Even though it's impossible to see what's going on in the battle, it's safe to say that it might continue for a while, and we'll probably never see what happened, because I don't think we are leaving this bunker for a while.
Okay, yeah, that's
We might
true.
actually get
That's
to see
true.
the rest of the special agents arriving inside the bunker later on, because they can teleport with my beloved TV woman. She better come inside so that I can see her more. Anyways, the injured large
Why
speaker
does this
man
guy
holds
simp
the
for
door
TV
enough
woman?
the injured plunger cameraman could come in. This speaker man really was the best of us, and he did his duties right until the last second. Plunger cameraman surely won't disappoint anyone after this point because the injured large speaker man gave his life away for him.
Right? What?
It really seems like we are going to be spending a good amount of time inside this base because I don't think it'd have this much buildup unless that was the case.
Okay, well, that was pretty interesting. What do you guys think's gonna happen in the next episode? Let me know in the comments down below.